is going on? What's going on, my people? How we doing? Let's go around. Let's check it. Let's check our socials. Let's check the socials. IG is good. All-Star game. I'm liking what I'm seeing early on. The early returns are very positive as far as I'm concerned. Let's get the socials right. Let's get it right. Facebook is good. Excellent, excellent. Twitter is good. Let's come home. YouTube, on point. Where we at with Twitch? Everything is everything. How is everything? No, there's no issues. There's no issues. X that out. X that. We good. We good. There's no issues. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Sand City Sports. As you know, we to the business right now. All-Star Sunday. Folks, we actually have competition. We got competition going on right now. I'm seeing this early new format in terms of what's going on. And I saw a closeout. I saw high hands. We actually have competition during All-Star weekend in the All-Star games. People are sweating, turnovers. We haven't seen this in 3-4 years. Okay, so now we had a commercial break. We're not yet at 30 points, but early indications is the NBA is on to something. The NBA is on to something with this format. Okay, we got something that's good going on right now. We got something good going on. Okay? We got something that's good that's going on. And we're gonna keep on it. We got Kenny and Chuck's team right now. We're on a commercial break. Just want to make sure we're good across the board on the socials. All the socials are good. Just need to communicate. Let everybody know what is going on. Make sure that they can get down with Sand City Sports. Make sure that they can come on over. And just be able to communicate so on and forth. But let me just make sure that I can. But yes, this new format, this new situation. All right. Put the right password in so I can communicate with folks and let them know what's going on. We getting down for the DJ crown. Sand City Sports. Let me just check my socials. The socials are good. All right, across the board, we're good. I see. Okay, we got one person on the IG. What's going on? How you doing? And hey, Trae Young sweating. You know what I mean? Guys are out there competing, right? We haven't seen this. We've seen layup lines. All right, so who do I have in this first game? Who do I have? Okay, I'm going with Team Barkley personally. I can't go against the Chuckster. I can't do it. Okay, but beyond that, I'm saying it and I'm saying it and I'm saying it again. We actually have competition. Cannot be understated. These are actual games. Okay, so I know it's just the first vision of this, first view. But I'm that we haven't had we've had layup lines. We've had too cool for school. We've had I don't want to be here. We've had this is beneath me. We had I'm better than this. That's the mentality and the morale and the production that okay, 3 balls up. We got rebound. We going into transition. We actually have stopping the fast break. Trey's in there. Okay, it was a little bit of resistance. A little bit of resistance. Okay, so now the Chuckster is 5 points away. He's 5 points away, all right, from sealing the deal. Folks, you want another, folks, a defensive stop. And now they just letting the big folks, they letting Wemby and the Joker just run all over him. Chuckster with a 7-point lead, 6 points away from closing it out. His team, they just jacking up the threes. We running them out. Chucksters look like they're running these guys out the building. They looking like they're running them out the building. But, hey, we actually, hey. So and how about this? Joker to Wemby on the alley-oop, right? Two guys over 7 foot out there, running and gunning, dishing and swishing. It's the modern NBA. And it's good, these Joker's got him a couple MVPs. And Victor looks like Victor looked like he won this All-Star MVP. I like the contest on that Cade Cunningham dunk. Okay, so All-Star Sunday, Sand City Sports, we back with you. Let me just communicate with folks that might want to jump on. Just let them know. If you want to get down, and this goes for the people, let them know let y'all know, everybody out there, we're going to be going through this All-Star games, plural, and tell a friend, you are welcome on Sand City Sports. Keep it positive, keep it productive, keep it uplifting, and we're going to keep on moving and grooving. But the early return, Team Chuck is 1 point away from sealing the first game of the new 14 format, and they got it done. The Internationals got it done. Said I wasn't going against the Chuckster. All right. And I was proven correct. All right. Chuckster taking the victory. But beyond the victory for the individual, this is a victory for the league. Guys are taking the game and the responsibility more serious. Okay, so that we're gonna store that away, hold on to it. We don't know. I don't know. You're right. You can't. Okay, if it's and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. All right, so I'm not, just because we had one good tournament game doesn't mean the problem is fixed. But giving credit where credit is due. Okay, we have seen a little bit of progress. Okay, rather than the ridiculous, preposterous, outlandish All-Star games, layup lines, nonsensical performance. I don't even, we can't even call it performance. Okay, just non-events essentially. Okay, all of this celebration of the game for a game that in years past has not taken place. All right, not this year. Okay, Chuckster getting the dub, competition being seen, and we'll see where it goes from here. I like the fact that we have the rising stars. All right, the new kids on the block that are going to be participating. They certainly have something to prove. Okay, you don't necessarily want to show somebody up in a scrimmage-like situation. It's not, guys aren't going 110%, nor should they be going 110%. But the rising stars are looking to get all of the opportunities that they can. Keyword rising. All right. So this is the Stephon Castles, who was robbed last night. He won that dunk contest. What's up? I see my people out there. Thank you for tuning in to Sand City Sports. All right. Small but mighty. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know how you're feeling. Jump in the chat. It is what it is. Keep it positive and keep it productive. But we see you. We appreciate you. All that good stuff. Stephon Castle won the dunk contest. Yes, he did. Okay. His last 2 dunks were 50s. His first dunk was stolen from him. Absolutely, positively, unequivocally stolen. Those were 2 50s. Mac McClung's been jumping over people since he got in the dunk contest. Gave him a participation award championship, okay, which we didn't need. But Stephon Castle's coming out for the second game. Yeah. No. Let's get Castle's dunks. Okay. All right. All right, folks. So let's get it for you. Let's get it for you on the screen so you can see what was going on. Because Stephon Castle was robbed. Period. He won the dunk contest. All right. So let's make sure that that is understood. Okay, and we can specifically, unequivocally see, because he's coming out right now, and I think he's gonna have something. He's gonna have something to show you. All right. So, right.
Affected nerves.
2 dunks were safe. First 2 Castle dunks.
That's a nice start. I've seen that before.
That's a Dominique.
I like that. That's how you start. What is Chris Paul not?
Okay. Another dunk,
that's nice. And I tell you what I like about it. He caught it, and he was just at the bottom of the net.
That this was not a 50. That this dunk was not a 50. Taking it out the basket between the legs. They didn't give him a 50.
Well, this is on his
horrendous.
Own. No
and this was another. They gave him a 50, but too little, too late.
That was easy.
It sure was easy.
And I feel like
behind the back with the left. We need to see him again.
Right, guys?
For sure. But you got to factor nerves.
Okay. The third dunk was the best of the night.
That's nice. That's a nice start. I've seen that before. I like that.
Now, a reminder, you can help choose tonight's AT&T Slam Dunk Champion by scanning the QR code on your screen.
See,
horrendous.
Here's a 360 with a windmill. That's what he cupped it back.
It's
like you now. I love it. It's tough to be the first dunker, though, because the crowd isn't even warmed up yet.
I've seen it,
and so they're waiting to get excited. It's like the first dance the thing I've been practicing. Affected nerves.
This is what the people need to see. Thank you.
That's nice. That's a nice start. I've seen that before.
Not a 50, all right, a 48-ish.
What is Chris Paul not?
Okay, second one, same thing. But he's getting these on the first 10.
And I tell you what I like about it. He caught it, and
this is one that took a couple of attempts, but so what? This is a clear 50.
I love it.
Gave him a 49, and that's what decided the All-Star.
Well, this is on his own. No assistance.
But they didn't give him a 50 on that dunk, and they just kept giving that.
It sure was easy.
And I feel like.
Okay, bottom line, Castle won the dunk contest, and he's coming out for the second game of All-Star selection. Okay, they're doing the promotion and everything like that. First game was a game. First game has me on board. We actually saw a high hands closeout. We saw people actually getting back on defense. We saw turnovers. All of this, I mean, I don't, this is a brave new world. I mean, should we feel? I feel a sense of gratitude almost that we should. Do they need a pat on the back? Okay, we're doing some challenges going on. Dame is out there shooting some 3. Okay, we're getting ready for the next game. Okay, that's fine and doing what you're doing. But do we need like to send letters and cards to these guys for doing their jobs? As wise person once told me, the paycheck is your thank you. I'm not thanking you for doing your job. Your paycheck is your thank you. Beyond that, get up, get out there, and handle your business. You understand? Okay, but NBA has been on vacation for All-Star Weekend for so long that we almost feel like we need. Do you need thank you, good job, Johnny, because you actually gave the people a show that they came to see while you're making millions upon max dollar millions of dollars. Okay? This should have never been an issue. I like the new format. Thus far, we're only one game in. But realistically, we should have just been having East-West as it's been since the beginning. If folks were committed to showing up for work and being accountable. Just let people know. Okay, the fantasy league, my fantasy league right now, obviously there's all-star games, so there's no games. So we have a little bit of a siesta. I've been having some difficult weeks. I can't complain to you. I'm not going to, we don't want to complain to anybody. I can't lie to you is what I meant to say in terms of, hold on. Let me get my setup is not right here, folks. My setup is not right. My what's my beard oil? This is not correct. Beard oil, let's put the cap back on. Shout out to my Jamaican beard oil. All right? Get the beard wet. That's not correct. Okay. Gotta have my beard oil where it's supposed to be. What's going on? Shout out to the beard oil. Okay? Keeping the beard moisturized. Folks, we coming up on, and I missed it. This is like my 6-year journey. All right, I'll let your boy. Let me know what you feel, how you feel about the beard. It's moisturized. The beard is moisturized. All right, the beard oil to give you the scent. You know what I mean? And that's so. Shout out to my Jamaican castor oil. Shout out to Sally's Beauty Salon to keep your boy right. Keep your boy right. Okay, in terms of my beard oil. Okay, I'm gonna check in tomorrow. I'll get my geometry right. You know, it says my line is good, but we got to get it. It's not as crispy, so we're gonna get the line extra crispy. Okay, got a basketball game tomorrow, but the season is winding down. Okay, somebody won something. They celebrating. Somebody did a something over here. We got mascots. Okay, all the mascots are happy. Like to see the mascots in the building. Somebody got it something. Okay, good. Okay, can't have the volume on, but hold on. Maybe we hold on. So somebody, what? Hold on, we got to hold on. We got obstruction, but okay. Look like a young man secured a bag, invested wisely. He just all kind of monies. I'm seeing ones, but those some, you know what I mean? Well, good for you. Don't spend it all in one place. Remember to get, put some away in a, investment and all the rest of that stuff in your index stocks, right? All the Fortune 500 companies, throw some in the index stocks, let it accrue over time, and then some of the rest of it, buy yourself something nice. So that was a good interlude as we move into the second game. Okay, we have games and competition that's going on. This is Sand City Sports coming at you live for we got what's going on at Facebook. Facebook is double digits. I see you. What is going on? Holla at your boy. We got a reaction. We got some people that's rocking with us on the Facebook. Hey, the Cape Cod Kid appreciate you. I appreciate you. You rocking with me. I'm rocking with you. Tell me how you feel about, hey. And I got you know what I mean? Okay, I said it, and then the viewers, I called you out, and then a couple people left. That's okay. You can come back. You can always come back. We're gonna be here. But I'm appreciating everybody on the Facebook. A couple folks that's on the IG, and we on a different. It's Twitter. It's not. We don't do X. Twitter. Okay, the YouTube is rocking. The Twitch is rocking. Okay, and holla at your boy. Okay, again, the paycheck is your thank you. And apparently the NBA players are feeling some sort of a way. They're feeling a sense of gratitude because the first game, early indications, all right, they came out and actually cared about the game of basketball that they play for millions upon millions of dollars with all of the best amenities, private luxury jets, 18 coaches on the sideline, a coach for everything. Okay, they got a coach for offense, a coach for defense, a coach for strength and conditioning, a coach for everything that you could possibly want to make you a better basketball player, a healthier person, a better citizen, social, emotional. You have access to all of that in this modern NBA. Okay, and you just asked to show up and compete. Put that effort in and compete. And now, granted, because we all talk about, the dream job, and if I had, you know what I mean? Obviously, you're playing 82 games, and then you go in and play. So you're just inundated. It's a tsunami of basketball, similar to anybody else's job. Okay, whatever you do. You work in education, you work in accounting, you work in law, you work in medicine, carpentry, construction, whatever your contribution to society is. It's clear. Right? That day after day after day after day after day of doing your job, right? The 148th day is not going to be like the first day. Point taken. Point taken. Okay? But we got to get history for you here, folks. We got to get history for you. Point taken. But you still have an appreciation and hold on, this is the first game. The Cat Man. They calling him the Big Bodega. Okay, shout out to CP the franchise. Shout out to Knicks Fan TV. We calling him the Big Bodega, was raining them down. How the heck does Chuck got all the bigs on his team? And they out there running the gun. How he got Cat Man out of the pride of Don Bosco. Cat is from Jersey. Okay, your boy from the great state of New Jersey. The great state of New Jersey. Say something. Where's the boss? We're going to get the boss for you. The boss, my man James Gandolfini, Tony Soprano, Kyrie's from Jersey, West Orange. Even though me and Kyrie had our differences, I'm happy he's at All-Star game. I don't like how he's been treated with this whole Luka catastrophe fiasco. I don't like, because you had, but still, Kyrie, under the leadership of Jason Kidd, new man. I'm happy he's at All-Star game, and I'm happy how he's turned the corner. Okay, but he's also from West Orange, New Jersey. Jay Williams of Duke, the Duke Jay Williams, West Orange, New Jersey, and the list goes on and on. The great state of New Jersey. Okay, where do we? Because Big Bodega, who's got my Knicks in contention. My Knicks are in contention. Celtics have been sleeping. Celtics missed Jeff Van Gundy, who's with the Clippers. Steve Ballmer came and got him. Celtics missed Charles Lee, who's building up Charlotte. The brain trust took a hit. That's my view in terms of why the culture and the on the court for the Celtics has slid. They don't look dynastic. They don't look like world beaters. No, they don't. They look suspect, vulnerable. That's how the Celtics. Cleveland, hungry. My New York Knicks, hungry. Even though Jason Tatum put us on blast last Saturday in terms of what he did in the third quarter. I'm still not. Jason Tatum lit my New York Knicks up in the third quarter. I was watching the game. We cut it to 2 points. You know what I mean? And the Garden was rocking, and then Jason Tatum came in there and shut it down. I'm not happy about that. Tibbs is not happy. We're not happy about that. Okay, but we are thrilled. We got Big Bodega, Karl Anthony Towns, the pride of Don Bosco, Jersey, New Jersey. Now, we haven't even talked about the miracle. The Miracle of St. Anthony's, Jersey City, right across the river from Manhattan. We haven't even talked about in terms of the hoops tradition in New Jersey. And also, folks, and we're going to get back to being working class heroes. Second game is on tap. We're getting ready for the second game. Now, speaking of Kyrie, getting ready. Okay. But these stars right now, okay, they're taking it serious. And we're gonna talk about that. But Jersey City, St. Anthony's, the Miracle of St. Anthony. Shout out to Woj, who wrote that. Check out The Street Stops Here. We'll get it for you on the screen. Great documentary about St. Anthony's. Okay, so we don't call it just New Jersey. It's the great state of New Jersey. Okay, and it's a beautiful thing. But right now, All-Star, people are showing up to work, and they're working. Believe that. And let me just give you, I done told you, I done told you a lot, but we have to take it even further. We got to take it even further. I need this imagery. I need the imagery. I need the imagery. Okay? because we're gonna talk about my man Larry Bird, who's got a nephew that's quite a ball player coming out of Indiana. Okay, we got to talk about. I got to find this image because we know what happened when Larry Bird left. I should have had this ready to go. I don't know. Okay, let me see if I can do another search. I want the image to just tell this story. Hold on. Is this going to show what I need? No, this is not giving me what I need. No. Okay, so we have a little bit of delay. I'm going to have to show you a different picture. I cannot get with the image that I wanted, even though I know it's out there, and I will get it eventually. I will hunt this down and find it for you. Okay? But Larry Bird, when he left Indiana, and you know what I mean? When he left Indiana, what job did he do, folks? That's right, he was a garbage man. He was a garbage man in French Lick, Indiana. Okay? We can talk a little bit about that. I don't know. No. That's not it. Let's get the throwback for you. And then we're going to tell the story, and then we're going to get back to this. Right? Okay, so let's tell this story. Okay, like, comment, subscribe, do what you do. We're getting ready for the second game in terms of, but we're talking about people showing up to work. That's what we're talking about right now. And let's just give you a percept, you know. I don't have the imagery that I need. I'm going to hunt this down now that it's on my mind. No. This is what we need. Yeah, folks. Right? Okay? So, we're talking about the Hick from French Lick. One of the greatest of all time, bar none. 3 consecutive most valuable players in the middle of the awesome 80s, 84, 85, 86, giving them the business. Didn't win the finals MVP in 81, but he more so could have. Extra credit question, if you could tell me who was the Celtics' most valuable player when they won a championship in 81. Okay, when they got that chip. We're going to come back to that. Okay. But Larry Joe Bird, who has dealt with his issues, and he talks about it. Growing up in French Lick, he says, listen, when you growing up in French Lick, rural Indiana, he said, we all had the same thing. Nothing. We all had the same thing. Nothing. A little bit of perspective for what we're dealing with today with all the gadgets and the social medias and the likes and the, you know what I mean? We got too much of stuff. You didn't know you were poor because everybody around you had the same thing. This is normal. We get up, we work, you know, we do our best. We don't feel like we're better than anybody. We don't take nothing for granted. All right, Team Kansas with the rising stars. Watch out, they hungry. Okay, but we're talking about people showing up for work right now. That's what we're talking about. Okay? And so Larry Bird goes, right, to Indiana to play for the great Bobby Knight. He's from Indiana, so you go to Indiana, all right, and you know, you're going to lead them to the national championship. But, you know, Bobby Knight, and this is the heyday of Indiana and tough coaching, and we're going to get at you and stuff like that. But, you know, you can't talk to everybody the same, especially when you're talking about all-time greats. Check out the greatest that never was. We're going to get that for you on the screen. Talking about Marcus Dupree. There's a certain way you have to handle and approach actual greatness, not just this current AAU highlight reel greatness, you know, because I got a couple likes and now all of a sudden I'm a prodigy in 8th grade and everybody has to bow down before me. We're not talking about this modern, you know, pampered greatness. We're talking about actual greatness, which was Larry Joe Bird, okay, who had his issues in his background in his life, challenges. We all go through different things. He went through, okay. My man Stephon Castle up there, we like to see him with the chef. Castle going, because he was robbed. So this is a good game, this second matchup. But the point of fact with Larry Joe Bird, he goes to Indiana. Bobby Knight gives him that military style of doing things. Okay, no man is, you know, nobody's above the standard. So I don't fault Bobby Knight, but I do from the standpoint, I don't fault him because that's, you know, who he's always been. But looking back, he would have liked to have had Larry Bird in his team. But you look, would it have ever have worked? Because you know what I mean? He should have went somewhere else. He landed in the right place. What's going on? What's going on? We good? We good? We live? We live? Okay, we good. We good. Okay, we live across the board. Hold on. We good. Don't mess around. We got some wind going on tonight. Don't mess around with my internet. Okay, that bill's been paid. Comcast, you got your money plus some. Don't mess with me, Comcast. Okay, they be coming for they. Okay. So we had snow and wind. I guess we're supposed to get. They're talking about the blizzard at 78 later on this week here in New England. I don't know. But we got some snow. It turned to rain and it's slushy and all kind of. But we got to watch ourselves because we got slush but there's still ice underneath. So it's a watch yourself. I wear my Tim boots. I wear my Timberlands because I need the grip when I go out now because it's slick. So let's everybody watch ourselves and be safe. Back to showing up for work. Okay, here it is. I didn't realize he broke his toe. Okay, but he became a garbage man. And what'd he say? I love that job. Had the chance to make the community look better. Now, of course, Bill Hodges, coach from Indiana State, he just kept showing up. All right? We can't have one of the greatest of all time working as a garbage man. So he showed up, Larry Bird told him to get lost. He showed up again, Larry Bird told him to get lost. He kept showing up, which is a good narrative just in and of itself. Right? Like when you find that pearl of great value, so to speak, that diamond in the rough, and you know that it is of that caliber, that's an important component of the story because Larry, the world might not know Larry Bird. All right, so this is twofold. So first of all, Bill Hodges continuing to show up, and that's why we got the Indiana State versus Michigan State game and the 79 national championship. That's why we got that game. Okay? And the world got a chance to see Larry Joe Bird as the second game gets ready to kick off. All right? And we've established competition. I'm expecting to see more competition in this game. Does that mean guys need to be diving for loose balls and jumping into the stands? No. But give the people the doggone show that they paid their money for. And that pays your checks. People show up to see a show. Let's give them a show, at least. As a bare minimum. Okay, I'm liking seeing Zach Edey out there. People disrespecting big men. Won multiple national champion players of the year, and he's not. And we're going to pass on him on account of potential, okay, that we don't know. Zach Edey coming in and is a big part of why. I said big, yes. Not just because he's 7'4", but because he's tried and true in terms of Memphis being at the top of a very competitive Western Conference. Talking about we don't need big men. And how Ime Udoka went ahead and got Steven Adams, okay, he used to be with Memphis, all right, and brought him into Houston. How's that working out? Folks, I'm seeing is that James Harden playing defense? Folks, oh, are they switching screens? Did I see a closeout? Good bucket. It's All-Star weekend, and we got people taking the game seriously. I'm seeing these rising stars are here to play. And the older Jones, you can't be embarrassed. That's an important part of this. We can't have the young bucks embarrassing us. So from the jump, we got competition in the rising stars game. 2 closeouts. Jason Tatum got a hand up, and we running. We can't have these new jacks embarrassing us. I like this, okay? And the new jacks, you can't be out there getting embarrassed. You got to show that you belong. All right? Here we go, Stephen Castle. Okay, yep. The reverse is up in the air. Rebound action, Edey, finish it. Oh, Tatum with a block, i.e. block, meaning defense. KD for 3. Hey. Folks, they hooping out now. They hooping out there. We hooping right now. Beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, so, right? Larry Bird, working as a garbage man. And what did he say? He didn't say, oh, I was this all-world basketball player. And he said, you're happy to have a job. You're happy to have a job. And that's the roots and that's the foundation in terms of why of the all-time greatness, okay, of Larry Bird. Edie with the putback. What do we got? 7-7. Competitive. I'm on board, folks. I'm on board with this new format. Tatum to the bucket. Get him. Okay? Right? It doesn't have to be Rudy Rudiger, Junction Boys level of intensity. Okay? But we do need to compete, and we're competing right now. Okay? The Young Bucks up 1. Connect, giving them that 3. All right? The older guys, hey, we can't have the embarrassment. Clank, clank. So it's 12-10. Hey, we're going to have some commercial breaks in here. Edie posting up. Durant, Edie giving them walling up. Good D. So, hey. Yep. Okay, so I'm going with the big Shactors here, the New Jacks, but they're out there. That's the, they're out there. What kind of sentence is that? Okay. And the older guys are shooting. Candace, time for a timeout. Can't let it get away from you. But hey, we got basketball right now, folks. We got artistry. We have the best players on the planet out there just performing their craft. Okay, and giving you, the respect that you deserve, I deserve, as spectators and fans. And they're showing you why, again, they are the cream of the crop, the 1% of the 1%. And it's great to see. It's great to see. And let me just let these people know. Let me just let them know what's going on here. Okay. So that was Larry Joe Bird. Yes, indeed. Just let it be known. Okay. Yep. Just let it be known. One game. Yep. Let it be known. Okay, folks. So Candace called a timeout. Has to get the young guys in order. I believe that she will. And I believe it's going to be competitive. But advantage Team Shaq. Go out there and get that W to set up the championship game. But we don't know. Okay, we don't know. The young guys can come out. Candace could scheme some things up. But for starters, what's apparent is, we're not going to be embarrassed. We're not going to be shown up. Okay, and they want a situation, all right, where the college kids, there's a documentary about that's coming out, which I'm looking forward to. Yep. Let's get this for you on the screen and go ahead and check out. I will, when the college kids took it to the Dream Team in the scrimmage. There they go. Okay. The Dream Team and the college kids all together. You can see Grant Hill here. Obviously, it's Michael Jordan, Bobby Hurley over here. Penny Hardaway over here. See Chris Webber somewhere in the mix. Allen Houston. Coach K. All right. Who a lot of people don't realize was a good ball player in his day. Don't realize Coach K had offers to a number of different schools. That's a good story if you're familiar with. Hold on. We should be seeing. You're seeing the wrong screen. So stop sharing. Let's get the right screen for y'all, for the people to see. Let's get this production. Step the production game on up. Okay. Coach K over here looking fit at 92. Coach K is fit to this day. Christian Laettner, who should have been with the college kids, and Shaquille O'Neal should have been with the NBA guys. Just FYI, because Eric Montross behind him. I guess Shaq refused to play in this game based on the disrespect that he should have been on the Dream Team. That's neither here nor there. There goes Chris Webber right here, leaning over. I don't know who this player is. It's not Kenny Anderson. He had already gone on to the NBA. And that's the Monster Mash behind him out of NYC. Okay? So the New Jacks are trying to get some points on the board. 3 from the corner. Clank, clank. Candace out of the timeout, scheming up something good, some good old home cooking. And we have a game. Air ball from Jalen. Come on. You got to represent Boston a little bit better than that. Castle, bucket, tie game, folks. So this is the search. Hey, these young guys wanna, hey, they trying to prove something to these older guys. Tie game, their ball. There's a look on LeBron's face. LeBron looking like, what's going on? Hey, as far as I know, we got competition that's going on. That's what I know. So based on that, connect. Run out, KD, over the top, Kyrie, the English. All right. So what? Again, I'm Team Shaq, but we got a good game going on right here, folks. We got. So the first game, what they say? Fool me once, shame on you. I couldn't, but it, And Castle, don't miss the dunk. Come on. After I done sung the praises, a deep 3 from the chef on his home court, not to be upstaged. Okay, so the first game we said, listen, it's looking competitive. In the second game, we're seeing more and more of that. All right, so hey, is All-Star Weekend back in the NBA? Do we actually have an All-Star game? Can we start talking about this game being as competitive as baseball, where it makes a difference and it affects the home field advantage for the World Series? Oh, now we're not at that level. We're not at that level after two quarters essentially of basketball. We're not there. Could it be a tie game? No, can't tie it up, but it's a 1-point game. Not a tie game, but a 1-point game. Okay, and I'm liking the 40 points. At first, I said, why not 50? But hey, why not 40? Give it a sense of immediacy. I like 40 versus 50. At first, I thought 40 was a little bit. We need more, but no, we need to make this. And the Rooks done gone ahead. The New Jacks done gone ahead. So 40 is better than 50 because you got to get it while the getting is hot, right? You got to, you're like golf. No, you don't get 3 and 4. You get 1 attempt. Every stroke is on your ledger. Okay, and the Vets up 1 coming out in transition. Turnover, dare I say, defense. Throw it up. More defense. Possible foul. Okay. So they up 3. But Yes, not where baseball is, okay, but not where the league was just last year. People want to sleep on Dalton Connect because he started at Division II and transferred in. Okay, you can sleep on making the playoffs too. How about that? Don't want to give Dalton his flowers because he's older and you want, okay, fine, go with the new Jack, go with the 19-year-old. Every 19-year-old is not Stephon Castle, and then the new Jacks are up too now. Every so people didn't want to give Edie and Connect his flowers. Tie ball game, folks. 14 points left to be. I'm staying with Shaq but Candace might have something for him. Candace, the pride of Tennessee Volunteers, late great Pat Summit, Jalen with the jelly roll. Speaking of which, I got to get back on mine. I got to get back on my peanut butter and jelly grind, folks. I done got who do people out there do the potato bread? Because I know I do the potato bread. I know the people out there do the potato bread. First of all, it's delicious. It's delicious. A. B, it has a longer lifespan, which is good, but you don't want to just leave because I don't know if anybody, I go shopping, but then I get busy and I leave some things and there's a certain expiration date. You know what I mean? I got to stop at America because America runs on Dunkin'. I don't do the coffee. I don't do the pumpkin spice coffee. And I'm trying to watch because I'm not a spring chicken no more. Because I don't want to do all glazed because that was my okay. And honeydew donuts forever. Honeydew donuts forever, folks. We might have to get this for you on the screen. They did a Oreo cookie honeydew donut. Folks, I will run a half marathon. I will get up and run a half marathon in order to be able to participate. We got to get this for you on the screen. In order to be able to appreciate cookie. Then it wasn't a honeydew. It was a Krispy Kreme. It was an Oreo cookie Krispy Kreme donut. That was just out of this world. Hold on, is that the right one? First of all, Krispy Kreme forever. Don't tell my trainer I said this, but tell my trainer I said this. Krispy Kreme forever. All right? We're going to get back to what this has to do with potato bread and how I need to be in a little bit better shape. I got to do my push-ups and my sit-ups. I got to get on that. I got to be on my fitness grind. All right? But doggone it, why don't we have a Krispy Kreme here on Cape Cod? I've been saying this for years. Maybe this is what I need to do. Maybe I need to, okay, you're right. Don't give me a problem unless you have a solution. Okay? We got Dunkin' Donuts in for the square space. Every free space that we have in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, we have a Dunkin' Donuts. But yet we don't have a Krispy Kreme donuts on the Cape and Islands. All right? There's something wrong with that. All right? I'm not Daddy Warbucks, but maybe we need to talk and we need to get a group of investors together. Now, we do have some great homegrown donut shops on the Cape. Shout out to Duke's Donuts. We got there's a bunch of just awesome donut shops that we have. We're going to get Duke's Donuts for you on the screen, which I think is in Mashpee. I got a referee out there. Okay, but Duke's Donuts. So, but that's why we need to, first of all, highlight the local people that we have. This is Krispy Kreme, which are delicious, which is absolutely delicious. Okay, and what I was getting at with that is, because I'm not a spring chicken, and I don't, so I got to be more active and whatnot. But, you love Krispy Kreme so much. I said, man, I'm going to run. I go into training just to be able to eat my Krispy Kreme donuts. They say, what are you training for? Are you training for the Boston Marathon, which is coming up? No, I'm just training so I can continue to eat Krispy Kreme. Just based on the love of the Krispy Kreme. Okay? I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I certainly feel that way. Whoever. So shout out to Krispy Kreme donuts. Now we're going to talk about, because we don't have, but we have some great donut shops here on the Cape. So let's get Duke's Donuts. Yes, right in Mashpee. I might have to, let's get So Duke's Donuts right out there in Mashpee. We got to support local, hyper local. So check them out. Hold on. So we into the, okay, we're going to stop sharing that. But we doing hyper local. We're going to stop sharing that. But shout out to Duke's Donuts in Mashpee. Okay, we can't talk about the but we got to give shout out to Duke's Donuts in Mashpee. Show some love. Okay, their selection is on point. All right, their selection is on point. And hold on, just the dude. All right, so we're good. We don't have Krispy. No, I don't know if we're good. I don't know if we're good not having Krispy Kreme because we need Krispy Kreme. All right, but we're going to support local. You see this picture right here? You can't. That is, I need a Duke's Donuts shirt as well. The chef, Steph, kicking out to the corner. 3-ball corner, out. 2-point game, folks. 2-point game. Okay? So we talked about Krispy Kreme. We talked about Duke's Donuts. Support local. Look at this. Look at this effort. Kyrie on the run out. What's he doing? To the bucket. Kicking it. We had a steal. This is competition right now, folks. Harden is playing. James Harden. Okay, he's as much defense as James Harden can play, but he actually tried, though. You know what I mean? They scored, but James Harden was, you know what I mean? And now JB posting him up. Step back. Clink, clink. Okay. New Jacks to the first to 30. We coming down the home stretch. What this has to do, and again, these games, we're 1 for 1. I was excited. Okay. I'm not saying problem is solved, but I'm tipping the hat right now to these players for competing. Now, tip of the hat. No, I got to tip my hat. I got to tip my hat to them. All right. We know that the NBA, under the leadership of Adam Silver, they're going to get a week off, right? There's a week off after the All-Star break. Or it might be we go all the way till Friday, you know what I mean? To the weekends, to the weekend. But you know what I mean? There's time. They have time after. The schedule has been redone to give guys, let your body rest, all of that stuff. Everything to put you guys, meaning the best basketball players on the planet, in a position to be successful. And they're giving us return on investment. We're getting return on investment right now. So tip of the hat. Again, I know you're just doing your job, but you haven't been doing your job for some years. All right. And when we see, if I'm going to criticize on the negative, hey, JB, that's the Thuce Foundation right there. Shout out to Jaylen Brown and all he does in the community, the bridge program, education, so on and forth. Okay. The New Jacks, the Young Bucks. Okay. And Jaylen Brown got the braids. I mean, you know what I mean? You people say I'm finna, and then I like how people, I like how people shine when the bright lights is on. I like how people go ahead and shine when them lights is on. JB got, you know what I mean, braids is on point, you know what I mean, looking fresh and clean. Okay, and they up 4, but a long ways to go. Long ways to go, but hey, after this game is coming down the stretch, All-Star weekend, and we might have Brother Mike. Yes, indeed. Brother might jump in for the last game. Okay. More than welcome. All right. And we're going, okay. So the rising. All right. It's good to hear. Dalton Connect, another 3. Short. Rebound action. Okay. And we stop. We go from there. Okay. So let me just make sure I have the right. Good. Okay, I got it. Let people know that want to join in. You know what I mean? You're welcome to join in. Let me just make sure I'm checking on my socials. Checking on my socials. Anybody, everybody, you're welcome on Sand City Sports. Jump in the chat. All right. I can see you on the Twitter space. Let me just check on the Twitter space. Anybody saying anything? Okay. But you're welcome. You're welcome on Sand City Sports. You're welcome on Sand City Sports. Let me go because I can't do the. Sometimes Twitter just gets a little too buck wild for me. You know what I mean? It's a little too wild. You know, can I come back? No. I don't need to see all of these, what's going on, and people just losing their minds. Right? We wanna don't take the video on. Let's help. You know, when people are in distress, let's help somebody. Not take a video of them and send it over. KD for the game. Couldn't do it. Rebound action. Turnover. Run out. Hey, 3-point game. 4-point game, folks. Shout out to Amen Thompson. Shout out to M.A. Udoka. Okay, got them boys, right? All them draft picks. Okay, and got them trending in the right direction. This is not a shot. Chauncey Billups, respect. But you got a lot of talent. Okay, and the older guys are going for the game, and they're giving these new young guys opportunity. They want to go for the big shot. Now you got to play a little defense. Okay, we can get it to a. Okay, went for 3 over the top. Can we get? All right, now we a bucket away. All right. All right, take what's there for you. You don't always have to go for 2. Don't always have to go for it on 4th down. We talked about how the city of Philadelphia did it big. How the police got together and did the tush push for the fan. In terms of the celebration. So Team Shaq, this is 1 point away. We got defense. Good closeout by Connect. Again, we have closeouts now. That's a thing now in the All-Star game. We actually contest shots, if you can believe that. I know Tom Thibodeau somewhere is smiling. Okay. And okay, Jason Tatum, the look ahead. They fouled Kevin Durant. Put him to the line to win the game. All-Star game is back. We actually had a foul to prevent, and it was a good foul. It wasn't, oh, no, you can't win on a, oh, I like this rule. You cannot win on a free throw. So you just get the ball back. Or do you need, well, we can't have, you can't have endless fouls. You can't have endless fouls, but, they put, I like this. KD turnaround. Rebound action. Dame. Kick out. The chef. Thought better of it. Harden, 1 extra. Tatum wide open. You know that. Tatum wide open. Misses. The game continues, folks. We don't know. 4-point lead for Team Shaq. The New Jacks, the Young Guns. All right, the Rising Stars have their opportunity right now. They could, you don't know, because we got a jump ball. Oh. And by the way, another, I like, how the NBA is rolling out the court, the different styles for the court. And that's the ball game to seal the deal. And so Shaq, 42 total points. Young guy, the Rising Stars, 35, represented himself well. And so Team Chuck against Team Shaq for the All-Star Championship. And we've had 2 good games. We've had 2 good games, and let's hope that continues now in terms of the championship. Guys, take a little bit of break, get a little rest. We all, and we're at 10 o'clock, so we're, right on time. Game started around 8:30, go to around 10:30. Certainly can go back and watch the replay. on TNT. That's always great. You know, they run it back. But fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. We done seen 2 quality games thus far. We haven't seen 2 quality games in the last 3 years, 4 years of the All-Star break. I can't remember the last actual All-Star game. All right, and we've had a couple years of preposterous, unseemly, infuriating layup lines. Literally, score 250 to 280. We just ran around and did layup lines for 48 minutes. Okay, we've been subjected to that outlandishness. Okay, and now, because of the innovation, all right, Adam Silver, who's getting feedback in terms of Luka still, and we'll continue to get feedback. We'll touch on that as the game concludes. Let me just make sure I go ahead and send out the link. Got to get my headphones. Go ahead and send out this link. My brother might be tuning in for the championship, interested in his thoughts on All-Star and then just in general, a lot to get to in the world of sports. I am your host, the Cape Cod Kid, artist formerly known as Andre King. This is Sand City Sports. We are thrilled to be with you for All-Star weekend and then just in general. Like, comment, subscribe, holla at your boy. Let me know good, bad, or indifferent, what we're doing well, what we need to improve on, all of that good stuff. Okay, here for all of it. Okay, this is the passion project. This is the love, okay, that I've been developing over the last few years. Didn't have a background in media, technology, more so. Should have done those things in high school and taken advantage. Did not. Kick myself now, okay, but then just, you know, have been building this up, building it up brick by brick. All right. And I'm thrilled to be with you via Riverside across the different platforms. This has been revolutionary for me and just for Sand City Sports. Again, not having a great production background, but just having the desire to learn and want to do it. All right. And hey, does that mean I'm going to be the next Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless tomorrow or next week? No, it doesn't. Okay. But it means that I have the opportunity to learn and to grow and to improve, which I appreciate from the bottom of my heart. And so I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for those that tune in and rock in with us. And I'm certainly interested in your feedback in terms of the All-Star game, in terms of the world of sports. And then we do just some culture stuff. We do some culture stuff that we're going to get to tonight. Okay, the nighttime is the right time. And we what the heck? Okay, good. Okay. And we work. Okay, good. We live. We rocking with you. The screen went one way, it went the other, but we still good in terms of our connection. And it's a beautiful thing. I got a lot of tabs open. Let me, you know, because we can only do what we can do. You know, we don't want to have, you know, every single tab, and you know what I mean. We got to give the computer a little bit of time to rest. Okay, we got to give the computer some time here. All right. And it's a beautiful thing right now. So we're waiting. Good to see GP, Gary Payton Sr. Okay. The glove, talking about defense. I know he's happy to see the defense that's being played for All-Star. Let me hold on. I gotta make sure I got my headphones here. Get my headphones. All right. Over here, get the headphones. Which is good. You know, I got a couple different sets of headphones. Time I spent. Shout out to Narrowland. Okay. Web development design company right here in here on the Cape, specifically the town of Barnstable. Worked there last year, you know, great office right on Main Street. And, you know, had the headphones in, you know, and just locked in and getting it done. So that was a good year and learned a lot. in terms of web development, design, outreach, engagement, so on and forth. We got a performance. We got to see Jello the other day for his performance. Okay, so now we got, hey. That looked like my man LL. Okay, not LL. Who? Okay. Don't want to. I'm dating myself. But I don't mind. You know what I mean? Because we always need an around the way girl. You know, I got it shook up, shook up, shook up. Oh, oh. He said, oh, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, man? My headphones ain't working. But can you hear me?
Okay, let me put my headphones on. I can't hear you. Let me get the headphones straightened up. Let's get organized here. Reason I can't hear him is because my volume. What is up, bro?
What's up, man?
Not too much. Welcome to Sand City Sports. Okay, Mike. You gotta put your headphones. Connect them because I'm hearing a little bit.
Yes, I'm having some issues, so just one moment. I'm trying to get my headphones connected.
Alrighty. So what's going on? Okay. I'm getting some feedback, but it's in my. I don't know if that feedback is going. If the production can hear the feedback or not. Meaning, I don't know if I'm hearing myself. I don't think so because I've got you muted. Hold on. So what's up, bro? Say something. Testing.
My headset is just messed up right now, so just give me a second. I'm trying to fix it. Yeah, my headset is
All right, no problem. Just give me the thumbs up when you're all set. And we'll go from there, but I am thrilled to have my brother joining us. You see the Celtics championship banner in the background. He is tuning in live from Scottsdale, Arizona. Out there going towards the left coast. Got the Celtics jersey, got the Celtics banner. Also, shout out to he's got all sorts of plants and whatnot. He's doing it, he got environmentally friendly oxygen producing.
Oh yeah, it's the money tree, man. And this is the baby right here. It's bonsai. Bon. Yeah,
it's good.
It's good. Tree. So my headphones ran out of battery. So that's kind of where I'm at.
You have wired headphones?
Unfortunately, I do not. I could try to plug them in. Let me see.
Okay. And no issue. We're working through these technical situations. While the dancers are doing their thing. You know what I mean? And then it's all good. It's all good right now. We got a lot of things we need to talk about, frankly. And we're just going to smooth over the how can we work this out? All right, so while you're just, hold on. So while you're trying to figure out a way, you might just want to have on your phone the live stream so you can hear me, and then just keep. I don't know if that'll work because
I'm gonna join right back so I can catch my my headset. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So brother will be back with us. And we will go from there. Hold on. Let's make sure No, I'm not I believe everything is all set on my end production wise. And so he gets his headphones in. We get rid of the echo and we blast off from there. So we'll have 2 commentators for the championship game. Lower this a bit. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. Sand City Sports. Live All-Star Weekend. 2 good games, competition in the building. We talked a little bit before about my love of potato bread, and I'm gonna chef up a couple of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches tonight. Make the most of my potato bread. Not sure. It might be I do a lot of cod and salmon. Right now I'm on a cod kick, being from the great state of New Jersey, but living on Cape Cod. So I think it's going to be cod tonight. Then we got like the waffle French fries. But I think I'm going to add a couple peanut butter and jelly sandwiches going along with that, just to make the most of the potato bread, which I have and I love. But you go shopping and then you forget about, what I mean? I said I got the potato bread. I got it. I can't let it go to waste. We don't do the waste. And if things do go bad, which is not good at all economically or nutritionally, but then we compost. Proud composter. You know what I mean? Anybody you grow up with Captain Planet, your boy grew up with Captain Planet. Okay. So we take that composting and the recycling very serious. All right. Shout out to Captain Planet. Okay. That was my childhood. Captain Planet, Dare, Thundercats, the original Transformers, the awesome 80s. Okay. Right. Yeah. Sometimes they say, you don't know. Okay. And that's how I feel. People I know is getting it, to be I'm not as young as I used to be, but still the 80s, the awesome 80s, the hair, the bands, so on and forth. It's a beautiful thing. But peanut butter and jelly, that was the joint. You know what I mean? You go to school, you had your peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and you know what I mean? You were feeling good. It's feeling good. So tonight we're going to chef up a couple peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. It's a beautiful thing. Have a little bit of time. But then I also have things I got to do creatively. So as I have time, but there's a lot of different things creatively I need to be making strides on. So we're going to devote that time there. Some administrative things. So it's good, It's and the All-Star game is good. The All-Star game is more than good. And then we have what's going on in the world of sports. Beyond that, we will be talking Luka, because that, there's conversations post All-Star game. We will be doing the NBA forecast going forward, second half of the season, and how things are going to shape up after the All-Star game. Talked about Team USA getting the W last night in hockey over Team Canada. There were 3 fisticuffs in the first 10 seconds of the game. A little bit more analysis on that. First of all, just happy for Team USA. And then we talked, hockey, however you all make it work, however it works. I love sports. So hockey is a part of that. But doggone it, having fighting in your game as a part of a game. Now, hockey is, it's, you know what I mean?
How's it going, bro?
Good. And I'm getting less feedback, so that's good. Your headphones are working?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Good lighting. And then just X out the Riverside you have in your other tabs. X out the other Riverside. Okay, and it's good to see you, man.
What's up?
So thoughts on All-Star Weekend thus far? I am very encouraged by what I've seen in these first 2 games. Actual competition, guys caring, competing, defending, closing out, steals, turnovers. I've been encouraged by the current All-Star game format. What is your take?
I'm encouraged as well. I see the effort level is up.
Yep, and you've seen the best players on the planet doing their art. The skill, the art, the innovation, so on and forth. Like I said, I'm not looking for Junction Boys level of, right? I'm not looking, this doesn't have to be, Pat Riley 3-4 hour practice diving for loose balls level effort. It just needs to be competitive. And one of the points that I made is you guys are always wanting to show people what goes on at Lifetime Fitness. You're always wanting to show folks, these open runs and how you guys are working in the off season to get shots up and stay in shape. So why don't you play that level of basketball for the All-Star game? Okay, close out, play some defense, make a guy stay in front of somebody. But fact of the matter is, it went beyond that. We actually had a foul to continue the game. They were not going to give Kevin Durant the layup. No, they fouled him to get an extra possession.
That's because you have them young boys in there.
Exactly.
They had a chance to. I mean, they're playing on Sunday night right now.
On the big stage.
On the big stage.
And these are guys that, my man Stephon Castle, and we will be talking about the dunk contest because I feel he was robbed. I feel he won the dunk contest. Okay, so gonna get your take on that.
I'll tell you why he didn't win the dunk contest.
All right, well, I'm interested to know that because his last 2 dunks were better than Mac McClung's last 2 dunks, and there's no 2 ways about that. Specifically, when he goes between his legs, taking it out the basket. I have not seen that before. Maybe I missed something. When somebody took it out the basket between the legs.
The reason why
and didn't get a 50.
Well, the reason why he didn't get a 50 is because it took him 10 tries.
Okay, so but the dunk itself was crazy.
That's why he got a 49.
But then Mac McClung's gonna get a 50 for just putting one ball in the basket and then dunking another ball. That wasn't a 50.
Because he went out there and one try, one dunk every time. You got to give points for that.
Sure, but the dunk wasn't as innovative. Throwing in one hand in and throwing the other one hand in. What is that?
I mean, hey, it was what it was. The thing with Mac was he does dunk contest dunks that you only can really do in dunks.
Sure, but his first dunk was his best dunk.
Yeah.
The first dunk shut it down.
Yeah. So
his last 2 dunks.
I mean,
his last 2 dunks were not.
When you start missing dunks, when you start missing dunks, you lose energy in the crowd, and that's where Vince said it the best. Vince came out and was one and done. Showman.
Right. The greatest dunk contest of all time. By the way, people need to give some respect and credit to Jason Richardson, who shut it down in 2002. Jason Richardson is an underappreciated dunker.
Oh yeah, he shut
his
it down.
2002 dunk contest was a tour de force, and we don't give him credit. But back to Mac McClung, his last 2 dunks, even that last dunk where he just touched the guy's head, then touched the rim and went in. What is that?
I mean, hey, I don't know, man.
These are decent. Decent maybe is too strong because you are jumping, and it does show a lot of athleticism and skill and yada, yada, yada. But Stephon Castle's last 2 dunks were better than Mac McClung's last 2 dunks. He won the dunk contest.
But he didn't. I don't think Castle shut it down.
The between the legs dunk out of the basket
didn't shut it down. It took him 10 tries.
Okay. But the dunk itself. The
dunk itself was off the chain, but it took him 10 tries.
So you don't see
it's hard
when Nate Robinson,
I mean, he didn't beat him by. He beat him by one point. 1 point. He beat him by 1 point. You act like he didn't get a 50. He did get a 50, but he didn't shut it down. Like that's where Max shut it down. Period. He shut it down.
His first dunk shut it down. The rest of them were
all right. Well, Castle didn't shut it down. I mean, his dunks were nasty, but he didn't. I wasn't like, up out of my seat. No.
Okay, but folks weren't up and out of their seat for Mac's last 2 dunks.
But
his last 2 dunks were not showstoppers.
They got out of there. At least they were, because they were already standing. They didn't have to get up out of their seat.
And he didn't show them something greater.
But they were already standing. So it wasn't like they were going to sit down. Castle never made them stand up. He never shut it down. You got to end of story. Like, that's why he didn't win.
Behind the back with the left is not a crazy dunk.
It is, but he didn't shut it down. You said it. He didn't shut that place down. He didn't. I mean, he had a great dunk contest, and he probably could have won, but taking 10 tries that made him. That's the reason why he got a 49, not a 50.
Listen, I thought it was. Lazy is a strong word. Disinterested is a better word. Giving McClung 50s for those last 2 dunks when they were not 50s. As if you're afraid, as if Mac McClung is somehow Dominique Wilkins or Spud Webb or the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan, as if you have to kind of, give him the benefit of the doubt.
Take into fact the showman factor. You got the props and all that. You got to take it. I mean, that you get credit for that. It's a dunk contest. It's a contest.
Okay, so we got Dame and we got Big Bodega here for the championship. I'm going with Team Shaq. I'm going with Big Bodega. That's who I have to go with. Hold on. Chuck rocking the hat. I'm not sure if Jalen Brunson is playing on Team Dame. That if so, but no. I gotta go with because I'm going with the big guys. He got Wemby, he got Joker, the Catmandu. So I'm Team Shaq for this championship. How about yourself?
I'm Team Steph. I think Steph's fitting to go off.
Team Curry at home. Steph not to be outdone. Is gonna shut it down. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Steph's gonna shut it down.
Okay, all right, we shall see. Okay. The fans are the anticipation is growing. And I just think it's been a good night overall. Entertainment, you got Kevin Hart, you got I'm feeling good about this All-Star game. How about yourself? Are you enjoying the game, the festivities, the weekend?
I think the weekend is better. It has more energy than past weekends. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's my feeling. And so that's a huge step in the right direction. We're not going to talk about all-time All-Star games and so on and forth. But it's we're making some marked strides. Okay, so just go across the socials. I got one comment on my social. What's the comment? I got a comment. What are people saying on the Facebook? Let me see. I got some commentary going on. Can I see what the commentary is? Come over here. All right. I will check that comment. I appreciate the reaction. On the Facebook side, Sand City Sports in the building. All-Star Sunday, All-Star game, All-Star competition. It's a beautiful thing. Let's go over to the IG. IG is going on, and the rest of the socials are good. All right.
Yeah, so I got either Wemby for MVP or I got Steph for MVP.
All right, and I have to go. Those are good picks. I'm going Catmandu. I'm going Catman Scoop. I'm going Karl Anthony Towns for the MVP.
New York Knicks. The Knicks talk is about to be real. It's about to stop. I'm on. Second half of the season, Celtics are on. All right,
we'll see.
You see the banner. You see, we already gave you all 20-piece McChicken with a side of fries and some jalapeno poppers.
There was a 20-piece that was served last Saturday.
Yeah.
Specifically in the third quarter.
And y'all got a McRib in the third quarter, right from McDonald's.
We did have, a couple sides. Jason Tatum threw some grits in there.
Yep. And
he threw some home fries with
it. This man Jason Tatum is locked in. Okay.
I hope so.
I mean, the second half of the season, you saw how we were playing right before the All-Star break. So
Celtics on a 3-game win streak. But the question is, and we'll get it for the people on the screen right now. The question is, can they catch Cleveland as we get ready to tip off? Okay, All-Star Sunday. Okay, this is the best game in years. Cape Cod Kid, your boy. I'm Team Shaq this all the way. We going, is it still straight 40 or are we going 50? What are we doing? Let's give me straight 40, folks. Same format. Steph with the runner. Clank, clank. Okay.
Hey,
that was a 3.
I told you, there comes that MVP, baby.
Steph
there comes that MVP, baby.
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, the East Coast is getting in a little. Y'all getting.
Steph shot a runner for 3. A runner. I've never seen a runner for 3.
Yeah, and they got Cat on Steph. Oh yeah, he's definitely winning MVP.
Okay.
Shoot it, yeah.
No. Main thing is we got competition here. Shea. Ooh, in and out. Joker. That's a foul. I like it. We got competition going on.
Man.
Okay, so you're talking about the Celtics. They on a 3-game win streak. They've won 8 of the last 10. You know who's also won 8 of the last 10? My New York Knicks. So
and you know what happened when they played the Celtics?
They got embarrassed.
We almost beat you by 50.
All right, but that's neither here nor there.
All right.
Fact of the matter is, it's only a 2-game
season.
You're only up 2 on the Knicks. You're only up 2 on my New York Knicks.
Hey man, the second half of the season, we catch Cleveland, and I'm not even worried if we don't catch Cleveland. I don't think Cleveland worries me in the playoffs because you know who I don't believe in? A man by the name of Darius Garland.
Well, a lot of people believe, that Darius Garland, after he had made the trade request based on his disagreement with Donovan Mitchell, all that being in the distant past, made it to the finals of the 3-point contest and has been balling All-Star weekend. So you might not believe in Darius Garland, but he's an all-star. He's a sniper. He's on a team that's 6 games ahead. Come on, Shaq. Team Shaq can't get a bucket. Heck is going on? Guards are out here running wild. We got to get this in order. Can't let Team Steph run away from us.
Harden's having himself a season, by the way.
I felt like Norman Powell or Zubac should have been in the game. I don't know why Shea is shooting these leaning threes when he's got all these big men. Why don't you go when you need to go inside?
Because Shea's
leading the runouts. Let's go inside and run some high-low, dare I say.
Okay, Steph. Get back to Steph. Okay, Tatum. I'll take it.
Let's go inside and get on the board. Okay, you're playing their game.
And all I know is the Celtics beat Luka so bad that they had to trade him out of Dallas.
Oh, my goodness. All right, good. We're seeing some actual defense. We're going to talk more after the game about the Luka situation in Dallas, but are you intimating that you are in agreement with the Luka trade? Is that what?
You think it's time to go, man. It's time to go. You're not getting a super max. This is not. This is. That's you don't put the work in. You were not. They were shopping him, and Tatum fitting to go for MVP.
I got my teams confused. I got to apologize. I got my
team
confused.
The fact that they called.
I was going with called. Chuck had the big guys, so I'm Team Chuck. I'm not switching my picks. But go ahead about Luka.
The fact that they called the Timberwolves and they were like, "Yo, we'll do Ant-Man for Luka," is wild to me. It's wild to me because why would I do that if I was Minnesota? For what? You see Ant-Man on a day-to-day basis. You see his work ethic. You see how Ant-Man is not. He doesn't gain weight during the season.
Yeah, he's a physical specimen.
He doesn't think this is a game. I'm not saying Luka thinks this is a game, but I mean, to a certain point, you got to the finals. Everybody watched that finals, yelling at your team, yelling at the refs, not playing defense. In a switch league, if you really can't switch, what's going to happen? Like, John Collins are going to light you up now. Like, what's going to happen now? So I'm very interested to see. I think the Lakers might be shocked of what they are getting, and we shall see. I mean, it just got blown out by the Jazz, so we shall see. I know Bron ain't gonna go out. Bron ain't gonna let that happen. And I tell you one thing. Luka ain't yelling at Braun to play no defense.
And he wasn't yelling at Kyrie having anything to do with defense. Luka's never pretended to be a great defender. What he has been
in the finals, it was
an
more
individual that made it to the NBA Finals last year going through the Minnesota Timberwolves. What he has been is somebody that lit the Phoenix Suns up when they were in their championship window to make it to a Western Conference Finals. So the talk with Luka
Phoenix
relative
Suns
to his
window was
his
4 hours.
Has nothing
4 hours
to do
long
with his overall proficiency.
4 hours long. Okay,
on the court.
Is he getting back? That's the question. The West is getting exponentially better as we speak. The West is getting better. Is he getting better?
He went to the finals last year.
Okay. The window closes very fast in the Andre. The window closes very fast in the NBA. Look at Phoenix.
Yeah.
You think it's sweet when you get to the finals, and if you don't win the finals, it is very hard to get back. Phoenix now, that window's closed. The window's closed. And guess what? Dallas saw exactly what happened with Phoenix, and they said, that's not happening with us.
Yeah, the difference is Phoenix actually had a chance to get back to the finals, and who stopped them? Yes, Luka Doncic stopped them. So you didn't even give them the chance to get back to the finals I feel myself is ridiculous. And the fact that the fans in Dallas,
no, I mean, they weren't getting to the finals this year. That's they said we're not getting to the finals. Dave did not have any faith in that team of getting to the finals. He said time to blow it up. I see the vision. I mean, I don't know if he's settling for your third, fourth, fifth option. I mean, at that point, he's already out the door. But I definitely see a business side to the Luka trade. New ownership. They want the team to go to Las Vegas. I see the business side.
Yeah. So, and that's another thing.
But the Mavs still have squad. The Mavs still have a team, and they still have Kyrie. So, I mean, at the end of the day, they're what, 4-1 since the trade?
Sure. They have a team on paper. Anthony Davis has been healthier as of late, which I credit him with. They're now, rather than having two, scoring guards, you have, a scoring, it's a little bit more balanced. You have a scoring, all-star level big, all-star level guard there. Anthony Davis is 4 or 5 years older than Luka. They're two different players. Anthony Davis is a defensive maestro. Luka is an offensive maestro, master. But this idea that they're winning, you didn't even allow it to. You said you didn't allow the window to close to see that it was closing. You didn't. That's the thing. On top of a number of things that I take issue with.
Well, that's why the Boston
you didn't
Celtics
give them the opportunity
the Mavericks
to
so bad.
See this, and one voice at a time. I let you talk, so you didn't give them the opportunity to play this thing out. Is wild to me. Now, if they lost in the first round of the playoffs, then and it went bad, then you can say, okay, we had we made it to the finals and we got knocked out in the first round. We kind of, but to me, bottom line, this seemed personal. To your point, new ownership group,
$345 million for
they
a
want to get to
Supermax.
Las Vegas. It seems personal.
It's a lot of money. $345 for a Supermax. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Sure, and the butts that he puts in the seats, in my view, are going to more than pay for that. And those are the same individuals that are furious. Have you seen the reaction from the fans in Dallas? Hey. Are you following the narrative?
Have you followed Dallas sports? The Cowboys are in dumpster fires. Dallas in general is upset. So no, they're winning basketball games. So what are they going to be going to games and getting kicked out? Okay, congratulations. NBA is a business, and I'm glad the Luka Doncic trade made people realize the NBA is a business. Once you start thinking that you have all the power, you don't, because you don't have a no trade clause in your contract. End of story. You know who does? Bradley Beal. He has a no trade contract. And you know how he got that? He earned that. I don't know how he earned it. He got it. And that you're not going to see those a lot anymore because the NBA is a business and the owners have the power. And that was, hey, do your thing. Do your thing. That was like some NBA 2K. Go ahead.
All right. The owners have the power. And the Dallas Mavericks, with an ownership group whose revenue and resources are founded on gaming, have exercised their power. It is, if not the biggest gamble in NBA history, it's in the top 3, bar none. In the 75-plus year history of the league, they unilaterally decided to trade the generational player who is Luka Doncic to the Lakers. They kept him in the same conference as themselves.
They want the smoke. That's what that tells you. The Mavs want the smoke with Luka. They're not even scared of Luka. They're not even scared of him. They traded him to the Lakers. They're not scared of him. That's the best part. That's why I love it. They traded him in conference. So they know something in-house that we don't. So.
Well, we'll see what they know because this matchup could eventually this matchup something that we could see this year's playoffs. And it's such a risk and gamble in my mind that you have to think that they, what is the secret information that they have? But for me, weighing in one side or the other, I feel like there's stupid money at the table. I feel this is going to go down in infamy with the Sam Bowie selection by the Portland Trailblazers, the Darko Milicic selection by the Detroit Pistons. In the scope of time,
I hope you choose. Say something. Say another pick. Don't skip over the draft pick. I'm gonna hope you say. So say it. Who did the Lakers trade back to get?
They traded back to get Kobe Bean Bryant, and that was under the leadership of Jerry West. And this deal for me is on the other end of the spectrum.
And they also traded back to get Lonzo Ball and over Jason Tatum.
Yeah, they picked Lonzo Ball over Jason Tatum, and picked him over Tatum.
And Magic lost his job over that one.
Forget who the number. No, Tatum was 3. Lonzo was 2.
Marco Fultz was number
and
1.
Fultz was 1. So they missed on Tatum.
He just barely got back into the league in Sacramento. Out of the league by 28. Number 1 pick out of the league by 28.
Right. So, it's, and I think there's people that feel the same way that you do, that Dallas got ahead of something. And then there's certainly quite a few people, number of whom live in Dallas, who think
that are, enraged
that this deal was an absolute disaster.
They got ahead of something. I think they got ahead of something, and the fact that they kept it
fans
in
Dallas are, they're up in arms. I haven't necessarily seen, and there are people that have noted Luka's conditioning, and that are siding with Nico Harris, the Dallas Mavericks general manager. I don't know why they're doing this award in the middle of the game. This is kind of crazy. I don't know if we need this. I'm kind of disagreeing with this, frankly. I would finish the game before you start giving out awards. So I don't agree with, we're playing a game and then we stop the game to give out awards. No. I know you got a certain amount of TV time to fill NBA. But this is too much show. Once the game starts, you got to finish the game, and or.
Oh yeah,
so I don't like
that last All-Star game.
Why is it the last All-Star game? Well, Inside the NBA is going to ESPN. So what are we talking about? So ESPN does not have the All-Star game rights. What are we doing?
Shaq Kenny and they don't work for. They're not ESPN employees.
The reporting that I saw is that Inside the NBA is going to ESPN. The whole show. Let's get that for you on the screen. So I don't know what the heck, the last All-Star game.
Shaq's latest actions with him swearing on air and saying he's getting fired anyways.
Yeah. I'm getting some different reporting here. All right. I thought Inside is going to ESPN. Hold on here. Let's take a look here.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, on the Mavs thing, I really think they got ahead of something. They know, I mean, they're in the gym with him every day. They're in house. For them just to pull the plug after going to the finals, yeah, everybody could say it was like wow to the public eye, but they were shopping him. And this wasn't, people think like, oh, it was just for AD. No, they were shopping him. They were trying to get another superstar for him. And Giannis, no. Even if Giannis is leaving, they were like, no. So.
Oh, so I think, all right, this is pretty cool. So they're saying, that the NBA on the TNT version of this has gone fishing. I can dig that. That's cool. All right. Point taken. All right. The NBA on Inside the NBA, the TNT, which is, it's been on TNT for, since time immemorial, so you stop the game and say that they're going fishing and that this is, okay. But I still don't, you can stop the game for that, but don't stop don't keep stopping the game going forward. We can do it. We can do it for gone fishing, and because it is the end of an era. We can do it for that. Let's see if we can get, inside the NBA, in the early years. for the people so they can see and understand. I don't think people, how long this show has been on the air. Inside the NBA, let's see if we can get a young Charles Barkley. If not, we're going to move on.
40 years. That's my guess.
Right? Let's get this for the people on the screen so they can see it as we get ready for the second half. Go ahead and share the screen. We don't need the volume. All right, so from this standpoint, you know what I mean? I can, and Charles Barkley, who had a great career as a player. And then, it was all these athletes now want to get into sports media and extend their career. I support it, so, but Charles, he's the man of the hour. He did this, has the personality. So this was a just perfect match, if ever there was such a thing. And so how it's built up, it certainly wasn't what it is now in these early years. It was just something that just kind of made dollars and made sense. And they've turned it into an award-winning sports media juggernaut. So based on that, I can say, okay, stop the game, give the flowers, because this is, we're talking mid to late 90s here.
Yeah, this is
yeah. This might even be what 90. Charles is still playing.
Yeah, you give them flowers. He's like doing the Draymond. Charles is still.
This playing. Is while this is before he when he's with the Phoenix Suns. So this is early 90s.
Man, Chuck was the man when he was playing for the Suns.
93 most valuable player.
They got 3 Hall of Famers. Kenny the Jet Smith's a Hall of Famer, right?
Negative. No, he's not a Hall of Famer. Maybe in the Houston Rockets Hall of Fame, but he's not in the NBA. He's not in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Not at all. So Jason Tatum's line is looking crisp. We got a younger, mid-90s Charles Barkley. Okay, it's only been 3 decades, but he's still in the game, making a difference. As we kick off I guess you call it the second half. All right, we took some time to recognize NBA on TNT with Gone Fishing. Duly noted. And the reason being is because, hey, it's generational, folks. All right, so we got the 93 MVP Barkley as we get ready. So that's you're on one side of the Luka divide, and I'm certainly on the other side with 1992 NBA playoffs. What? That's why the Chuckster was still in Philly. All right, and the Chuckster's got to get his team going.
Oh,
he got to get his team.
11-1.
Yeah, they're running away with it, okay? Steph is running away with it right now.
How many points does Steph have?
He's got at least 5. Got at least 5, 6 points.
Oh, come on, Steph.
Okay.
You gotta get that MVP. Man.
No, I'm saying that, the Chuckster's not. We got Wemby in the game. Already making a difference with the block shot. Yes, we have block shots now in the All-Star game. Here we go.
Wemby just blocked one.
Here we go. Wemby with the block.
Wemby.
The 3-ball.
Oh,
Okay, 5
no.
point. Here we go. We going with the 3 bigs. Oof. They shooting. Tatum and Chef are lights out. I love this 3 big. Get him, Cat. That's disrespectful. Okay, to the basket. Joker. Come on now. I like the 3 big lineup. Yep. Come on, Cat. Close out. Rebound. Wemby. Let's go. Run. We running and gunning. No, don't. Too many threes for my 7-footers. We got 3 7-footers on the court. We got to go inside. High hands. Let's give them high hands. Rebound action. Okay. Let's go. 2 is as good as 3. Wemby all the way. All the way. All right, 6-point game. The Chuckster, he done lit a fire.
Wemby.
Let's go. Run him. Go inside. No threes, Shay. Come on. Oh, a missed layup. We got 3 7-footers. Nobody can get a rebound. Chuckster, go inside. Thank you. It's a foul. I love the defensive effort, but I don't know why these big men are shooting. And we got layups being missed, which is great, which means competition is going on. And all these big guys, they just can't. I love Wemby's effort, but you're giving shooters wide open looks.
Yeah, this is over.
Hey, it's only 8 points. And I'm loving the big guys out there. I'm loving Charles just going.
Need some baskets.
We need to. I need a traditional post up.
What is Steph doing?
Wemby should be on the outside. Cat should be on the inside, or Joker.
Looks like Tatum is about to win MVP.
Oh my goodness. Any youth watching this game? All these turnovers by the big men, letting the guards run wild, as if height is somehow a weakness in the game of basketball. It is a weakness when you play in the guard's realm. If you want to play in the perimeter and live there, that's one thing. But if you're going to play big boy basketball, oh my goodness. That's another thing. So it's not looking great right now for the Chuckster. We need some stops and we need some paint points. That's what has to happen. Sand City Sports, folks. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. It's been a great episode thus far. We're going to get through All-Star Sunday, what has been a resurgence for the All-Star game in the NBA. We've had, yes, sir, 2, and now we are on our 3rd competitive matchup. Best players on the planet, caring, competing. Oh, goodness. Steph Curry.
Oh!
We talked about this, okay? People want to say what he done to the game of basketball. Are you shooting 500 shots a day to be able to do what he just did? Is my point. Steph Curry half court. Okay, not half court. But Steph is on one. Now let's get some paint points. Okay. Did Kyrie just throw it off the backboard, folks?
Oh, yo, I think Kyrie literally just, Dallas said, man, we just, in Kyrie we trust.
We got to get back on defense. Trey's coming to game, and he's injected a little bit of life. They throwing it over the top. This is competition. Short? No, not short.
Oh, man.
Too many threes.
Boy, James. Bodega. What's he shooting from? The parking lot. Steph from the parking lot. From the beverage.
I don't like the cherry picking, folks.
See?
I don't like the cherry picking. I do like Joker trying to play a little bit of
now
defense.
we're getting back to the old All-Star game here. They're like, we ain't running 2 games now.
I'm seeing a lot of standing around from the 7-footers.
Oh. See, I thought that would be a travel.
I like the effort from Wemby getting back on defense. Steph is just going crazy. Steph is just going bananas. And see, this is the issue with the, looks like we're not going to see Sengun. We're just going to ride it out. Steph shooting more threes.
Steph. Yeah, they want Steph to win that MVP.
They just can't buy a bucket. And we know whose ball it is. All right, folks. Even the last game right now is 16-point lead. It's a foregone conclusion.
Who got the MVP?
They called it 10 seconds. I like that. Extend the game. They called it 10-second or 8-second violation. We'll take it. We will take it. We need it. But we're coming down the home stretch, what has been, and nothing is over till it's over. But a 16-point lead, when you only need 1 point, and you have the offensive firepower that the Shakhtar has. Wemby finally going inside, which should have been the case from the beginning. The foolishness of you shoot a 3, so I have to shoot a 3 when you have 3 Hall of Fame 7-footers. Is ridiculous. Tatum for the dunk. And Team Shakhtar.
Who wins MVP? Tatum or Curry?
Oh, we got to get Chef Curry. That Curry, that you know what I mean? He's serving up that Curry chicken. Yeah, he's serving up that Curry goat. He's serving up that. And hey, Sand City, we about to go over the 2-hour mark. Still got more to get to because we're going to be with you through the MVP trophy. And a lot to talk about. Talked about Luka. Talked about the Celtics in the East. We will be taking a look at the Western Conference. Tip of the hat to Team Shakhtar. It's fitting. Jason Tatum.
Who'd they give the MVP to?
It's going to the Chef. Hasn't been announced just yet, but it's going to the Chef. And while we're in commercial break, staying on the theme of the NBA, let me just we're gonna share the screen, folks, because we have to look at this. Do you have any? I mean, we already, you're high on the Dallas Mavericks. You're high on the Mavericks. Do you have any other teams that you're on the lookout for in the Western Conference? Because I'm telling you right now, I'm Team OKC, Team Rockets when it comes to the West. Okay, that's my Western Conference.
Nuggets.
Okay, Denver Nuggets have made a move, usurped the Houston. Okay. So I maybe I spoke too soon because the Nuggets are making some move, getting into the 3rd seed. Memphis staying in the 2nd seed. Rockets falling off the pace. Lakers are right there, and I think that's only going to improve. Shout out to JJ Redick. But for me in the Western Conference, it's OKC in the field, and then I'm with Houston and Memphis.
And the reason why I say the Nuggets is if we got Jamal Murray dropping 50, 55 right now, like middle of the season, that sounds like Bubble Burry.
Yeah. And with Denver, it's always just been about health. They weren't healthy in the bubble. They weren't, and when they finally got healthy, they won a championship. And then last year they were healthy, and they let Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves take away a double-digit 4th quarter lead or second half lead, whichever it was, and take a championship opportunity from them. And now, to your point about the West, which is only getting better, Oklahoma City is the real deal. They're the clear-cut number 1. Haven't even had their second best player healthy and are still balling. Sam Presti has a surplus stockpile of draft picks along with an elite roster, and they're younger than however many teams in college sports. They're younger than majority is too strong, but with this whole NIL and people staying in college, Oklahoma City pound for pound are younger than a lot of those teams. Their average age went up, getting iHeart and getting Caruso, but
I didn't know Wiggins was as good as he is.
Yeah. Hassan Wallace, his development. Yeah. Lou Dort, pride of ASU. They're loaded.
ASU has been disappointing this year basketball, man.
How is my man Josan Sanan doing? The pride of Fall River.
He was balling. He's been balling.
He trains with Brian Rudolph.
Yep, as a squad, they've been struggling. Big 12.
So yeah, the Sun Devils got to pick it up. We come on. Let's get it going, Bobby Hurley Jr. Okay, I'm Team Hurley all the way. The Hurley love is close to the Tibbs love, So those are my coaches. So we got to get it going. Okay. Shout out to the Sacramento Kings, even though you made a bad move, in my opinion. You made the wrong move getting rid of Mike Brown, who I'm glad is getting all his money. But Kings a game over 500, solidly in the play-in. I don't know how the Phoenix Suns are 2 games under 500 and out of the play-in. San Antonio.
The Phoenix Suns are a dumpster fire. I don't understand it. It's to trade everybody.
Well, I know there's one person they can't trade.
Bradley Beal.
And that's the person that they need to trade.
Yep. Bradley Beal's family loves it here. And Bradley Beal said, you know what? I like Paradise Valley. I like Paradise Valley. I don't want to go to Chicago. I don't want to go to Indiana.
Well, there you go again. Speaking of ownership groups, and I like Matt Ishbia. I think he's doing a lot of innovative things. I like how he's changed the television rights to allow more local people to see the games. So he's done a lot of innovative things, but he wanted to catch lightning in a bottle. Okay? He wanted to catch lightning in a bottle. I'm getting a little bit of feedback. I don't know if you have a TV on. Turn that down a little bit.
Who won MVP?
I'm saying it's going to Chef. But the Bradley Beal deal is going to prove, to be a fork in the road, because he hasn't been healthy. I know this because he's on my fantasy team. The mix with him and Durant and Booker is not great, and he has this no trade clause.
Durant's gone. Durant's going to be playing in Minnesota next season. Mark my words on that one.
Why not OKC?
Yeah, I think he'll go play with Ant.
He wants to go to the frozen tundra rather than going,
I don't think he goes back to OKC. I think yeah.
Based on the fact that they're already a championship level team, and so he wants to take it.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be seen as a champion. Championship.
He's already done it once.
Adam Silver in the building. Yes, indeed, and
they're giving it to Chef,
as they should, and we need to give Adam Silver some appreciation for. Hey, we found something that's working. I like the trophy. And the MVP award. And as I said, Adam Silver changing the NBA calendar. These guys do not have to fly back to their home cities. They can go on vacation. I think the first games are on Friday or Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. I can check these things. What do you play fantasy sports for if not to know when there's basketball? And I'm in a close matchup. I had a bad week last week. So let's go here. Okay, so we get back on Thursday. So you got 3 days off. And that's not nothing. You got 3 full days off, You take a mini vacation. Okay. And then some teams, there's a couple games on Thursday, but a lot of teams are back on Friday.
Chef.
Okay. Yeah, man. All-Star weekend, All-Star Sunday. Are you gonna hang on for a little while longer, or you gotta go?
I gotta go, but I'll be around this week for another. We can talk basketball since there's no basketball on.
Okay, yeah. Well, you talk about the NBA going forward. Going into the playoffs, spring training starting for baseball, football off season getting going. In terms of the NFL draft, people are gonna start focusing on the draft and free agency, where people are at free agency. Interesting situation with the hockey and Team USA battling Canada, literally and figuratively. Plenty of that's going on in the world of sports. Plenty that's to talk about in the popular culture. Bro, thanks for tuning in on the check-in. Congratulations in terms of all your success out west that's going on. And you got the botanical garden that looks very good.
I appreciate you, Dre. Thank you.
Okay. So respect. And we will see you the next time.
Yes, I'll be tuning in.
Much love, bro. Thanks for tuning in.
Love. Peace, bro.
Peace. All right, folks. So again, we well over 2 hours. We're gonna ride. The All-Star game is still going on. So Sand City Sports will still be going on with you until we reach the conclusion. I appreciate everybody on the check-ins on the. See what the heck is going on. There's something with the issue. The IG live is still live, but there's a little bit of a lag. I don't know what the heck happened with the IG live. I hope people on IG are still rocking with me. Okay, the Twitter is where it needs to be. The YouTube is where it needs to be. The Twitch is where it needs to be. IG, okay, IG is back with me. Very good. We had a delay, but now IG is back with me in the place to be. And long story not so long, NBA, we got to give credit where credit is due. They got it right. This new format has been on point. Okay, it's been on like Unicron. Shout out to the Transformers. Y'all remember Unicron? Do I need to get that for you on the screen? The intro to Transformers. We might have to get that. Okay, we gotta get that for you on the screen. The intro to Transformers, because this game, and we had 3 games. Even though the last game was the biggest margin of victory, right? That's just because when you have 7-footers that don't want to be 7-footers, and Chuck put y'all out there to be big, and y'all wanted to go out there being small. Okay, you're open for a reason. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, you're open for a reason. They want you to shoot that 7-footer, Nikola Jokic, Wemby, Catman Duke, Karl-Anthony Towns. How about we run a little bit of high-low? You're at the 3-point line. You obviously have the passing window because you're up in the air. So one big just dive down and just do a rim run and just throw it over the top to him to get that 2 points, rather than all of you being around the 3-point line. A little bit of free game for you. If you got one big man on the 3-point and they're giving you space because they want you to shoot that shot, rather than putting your body on somebody, put a little body on them, turn and drop it in the basket. So one big at the 3-point line, other big dive to the basket, just toss it into him, get your 2 points. Instead of all these threes that lead to long rebounds that the guards were scheming away from you. Now you have all these 7-footers at the 3-point line, which should allow them to get back, but they're not all at the top of the 3. You got one big in the corner 3, so he has to go all the distance of the court to get back. They just throw it over the top for a layup. Okay? From a strategic standpoint, it's somewhat sickening. All right, you know who doesn't do that foolishness? Yes, the Memphis Grizzlies. Okay? They're going to take 2 points. It can't always be 3. We're going to take 2 on this possession. We might get 3 the next one, but we're going to take the 2 on this possession and then going to play some doggone defense to stop you from getting 3 or 2 or anything. Okay, so that is why my team, the Chucksters, ended up getting run out of the building. Also, the fact that the chef man, right? And we talk about this idea that Steph Curry and shooting threes has ruined basketball. Again, appreciate greatness, folks. You know where Steph Curry was last night? Was he at the club? You know what I mean? Doing the, it's some fast shade, hey, cash shade, make a brother spend his last shade. No. He went to the events, then he went home, be with his family to get his rest, to get up, to have his same routine that he has every single other day. That's why he was able to make the 3-pointer from the doggone hash mark. Okay, that's why he revolutionized the game. So everybody, right? Wemby doesn't shoot threes like Steph, nor should he. Joker, Catman, they can shoot threes, but when you're 7 doggone feet, you need to rebound and get in it, you shouldn't be shooting the same amount of threes as Steph Curry. All right, and every single team shouldn't be running the same offense as Golden State because you don't have Steph Curry. All right, back when they had Clay Thompson. If you don't have all-time shooters, then don't shoot all these doggone threes. The Celtics can set an NBA record historically because you have Derek White, who's a good 3-point shooter. Obviously, Tatum can shoot the 3. Obviously, Brown can shoot the 3. Obviously, Jrue Holiday can shoot the 3. You're bringing Pritchard, Hauser. You have all of these guys that are, and Tatum has improved his 3-point shooting. But Tatum also goes inside. But Derek White is he has a natural, he's a good natural shooter. And it's not just that these guys are good, what the Celtics had more so, lacking this year, missing Jeff Van Gundy, missing Charles Lee. I'm not getting off that point. You need to replenish your brain trusts, as Nick Saban always did. Brad Stevens, come on. I'm going to give you credit, but I'm also going to point out some things. When you lost Emme, you didn't replenish the brain trust. That's why you lost to the doggone Miami Heat with Eric Spoelstra, who was running circles around Joe Mazzulla, and it's not even Joe Mazzulla's fault because he wasn't even supposed to be the head coach. Going into that offseason, he was like the 4th man on the depth chart. Emme, Will Hardy, Damon Stoudemire, Joe Mazzulla. There's 3 guys ahead of him to be head coach. He's sitting there, the 4th guy in the line, and next thing you know, he's in the big chair. And Brad Stevens didn't go out and get a Frank Vogel. Okay, you had to do it all himself, and the burden was too heavy. So what did Brad Stevens do that next offseason? Again, brought in Jeff Van Gundy as a special consultant, brought in Charles Lee, who was on Coach Bud's staff, coming from the Popovich tree as a lead assistant, brought in Sam Cassell, lead assistant, brought in Emil Jefferson, prior to Duke, as an assistant. Okay, who are our Celtics assistants to replace two that guys that are essentially head coaches, and Jeff Van Gundy and Charles Lee? That's why the Celtics are floundering, as far as I'm concerned. But back to their offense and what they had going on a year before, historically great offense, is that they were just, are you kidding me? You're going to give me a wide open three? You know how disrespectful that is to a lights out scorer? You're going to give Drew Holiday a wide open three? You're going to give Derek White a wide open three right away? Derek White, who was balling in the postseason. Why? He's shooting all wide open shots. So if you're going to hedge to Tatum, if you're going to hedge to Brown, if you're going to hedge to Crispy P, if you're going to hedge to Drew Holiday, somebody is getting a wide open three. And best believe, under the leadership of Brad Stevens, who still has a lot to do, with strings, maneuvering the strings. How were Brad Stevens' teams at Butler? Could they shoot the three ball? Okay, enough said. What are we doing here? Is the All-Star game? Are we done with the All-Star game? Why are we, I pay the money for Max. I like Max. Can I get some All-Star coverage? Okay, we doing nightcap. Is nightcap in the building? Uncle Shay Shay in the building? Okay, so this is the privilege. This is the honor and the privilege. Okay, I don't play hate. We always congratulate. So we Sunday night, Sand City Sports has been with you through the All-Star game, and we finishing this show. But right now, we also have some of the others that's doing the late night. My man Uncle Shay Shay, Uncle Shannon, and Nightcap, and Ocho Cinco, which is a tour de force, built it up, balling out of control. We don't play hate. We congratulate. So they're coming in for their check-in. But this has been great for Sand City. This has been great for the NBA and basketball in general. We had a real issue. This was a real issue. Okay, it was a real issue. Don't talk to me about TV ratings right now. Don't talk to me about, Draymond saying the game is not, the game is fine. But doggone it, when you show up to see a basketball game, you need to see a basketball game. And that's what we haven't had in the NBA All-Star game for some years. I'll say it, and I'll say it again. But this year we had some ball. We had people was hooping out there. People was competing out there. All right, and the energy was just night and day better. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing to see. Okay. So that's where we started. That's where we're going to finish. Number of things to get to. Sand City Sports. I'm your boy, the Cape Cod Kid, artist formerly known as Andre King. We're not ending. We're just kind of previewing in terms of where we go from here. Okay, talking about the second half of the NBA season. Playtime is over, folks. Playtime is over. East Coast, where it's over. Okay, and there's a lot of good teams that aren't going to be making it in the West, a good amount, because there's a long line to get into that play-in tournament. So could the Phoenix Suns just miss the playoffs altogether? They certainly could. San Antonio Spurs missed the playoffs altogether. We don't know. Right? You got a few bottom feeders who don't deserve Cooper Flag. None of these teams. New Orleans don't deserve Cooper. Utah doesn't deserve Cooper. Portland doesn't deserve Cooper Flag. Bottom feeders. Washington doesn't deserve Cooper. Charlotte doesn't deserve Cooper. These are bad organizations. I said it. Bad. Because there's no and specifically Utah with Danny Ainge. No, we don't reward that team could be much more serviceable. Okay, what the heck is Laurie? Are they wasting Laurie's talent for? And a good, capable coach in Will Hardy, and they're just that far that many games off the playing pace. It's absurd. They should not be rewarded with a generation. No, I'm not gonna say generational, but we got Cooper, we got Ace Bailey, we got Dylan Harper. This draft class is deep. Tried and true. Shout out to Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey playing for Rutgers, Pride of New Jersey, and what? Okay, so we got to talk about this going into the playoffs. And once again, Celtics right now, you embarrass my Knicks. My Knicks got to step it up. But are you going to let teams take away your championship window, i.e. what happened to Denver? Are you going to fall back into the pack? Okay, this championship year could be OKC's. This championship year could be Cleveland's. Right, teams that we didn't expect. We don't think about them as champions, but they could be the champions. And don't think just because, the Celtics, they have the great roster and, but don't let a team close the window. And my New York Knicks are certainly hungry to right? It's been 50 years. Plus, the Knicks, we need a banner. We need it. Knicks could shock everybody. That would be my preference. Yes, I said it. To bring a championship home for the New York Knicks under the capable leadership of Tom Thibodeau. That's what I want, bottom line, at the end of the day. But that doesn't mean I'm going to throw shade on the Celtics, hometown team, or these other deserving teams. Oklahoma City, it's your time to shine. Okay, if that means that Jokic can't get another championship, then so be it. He let his window close. He let Ant-Man come in there and take it away from him. That's what you did to yourself. You did it to yourself, Joker. Okay? Just like the Baltimore Ravens, Mark Andrews, you did it to yourself. You took away a championship from Lamar. I'm sorry, that's what happened. Okay? Phoenix, try to catch lightning in the bottle. My Ishbia, as much as I respect some of the things, Bradley Beal, stupid money at the table. Stupid money at the table. It's not a good fit, and he has his no trade clause, so he's holding you hostage now. Okay? So Phoenix, this is it for you guys. You know, a little bit different because Milwaukee all of a sudden seems like they're functional. They wanted out, but now it seems like they're functional and they're getting along. So maybe Dame is there and they brought in Kuzma. So maybe they try to, to build with what they have. Milwaukee is dangerous. They're dangerous right now. Okay, they went from dumpster fire to flat out, Milwaukee could get at my Knicks. They could because they're playing the right way and they have the talent. So the Milwaukee is dangerous. In Indiana under Rick Carlisle is dangerous. Miami's always going to be a problem. Orlando, once they get healthy, under the capable leadership of Jamal Mosley. So the East, is and the West is you got teams. Dallas, as far as I'm concerned, gifted the Lakers a championship window, gifted them with Luka. So I don't care what anybody says. With Luka on a revenge tour, hide your wife, hide your kids. We done already been on, hide your wife, hide your kids with Luka on a revenge tour. Hide them. Phoenix already learned this the hard way. Y'all did. Y'all did. In the second year of your championship window. You didn't even make the conference finals. All right, Jason Kidd, capable leader. Mark Cuban used to be a capable owner. We don't know what the heck they got now. But that's the Luka you're going to see in the playoffs. Mark, we can come back and collect receipts. So the Lakers, I don't care when you an angry Luka with LeBron, who's concerned about his legacy. We'll worry about the defensive end when we worry about it. But in terms of just getting buckets and high leverage possessions and getting it done, now the only thing with the Lakers is they don't have Jason Kidd as head coach, and that's not to be right. They have JJ Redick, a first year guy who's done well. The Lakers are 4-5. They're not in the play-in. They're 4-5. So credit to JJ, credit to Scott Brooks, credit to their brain trust that Pelinka has. So you got a couple head coaches on that staff to prop him up. Maybe even Nate McMillan might be over there. They got a couple guys helping JJ do what he does. And then JJ, so they went ups and downs, but they're still, I'm really surprised the Lakers are not in the play-in. All right, and then just a number of teams. Sacramento, who knows what the heck they're going, but they're still winning. Shout out to Doug Christie. There's no reason the Sacramento Kings should be ahead of the Phoenix Suns. I'm sorry. There's no reason. That's just crazy. Phoenix, you have Coach Bud. I don't care what's going on with Bradley Beal. The Kings are a dumpster fire. They're not a dumpster fire because they get rid of a solid Popovich, NBA champion head coach, and you know what I mean, have like 18 two guards. Trade, they balanced it, traded a couple guys here and there, but they're winning. So credit to Doug Christie, but there's no reason they should be better than Phoenix. There's no reason, frankly, they should be better than San Antonio. Now it's going to take time for De'Aaron Fox to get, but San Antonio, Wemby, Fox, Castle, Chris Paul. They got a lot of wings. The West is a monster, and the Clippers with none of this talent, but all of this organizational, cultural strength. And the Clippers are like, what are they? The Clippers are kind of like the Indiana Hoosiers. The Clippers are like the '87 Indiana Hoosiers, who should have never won a national championship. Who should have never taken away Jim Boeheim's championship, but they did. That's who the Clippers are. They're just so together and efficient. And Norman Powell and Ibaka and Zubac are all-star level players. I'm happy for James Harden getting in there, showed some actual effort on defense, changed the situation around, heading back to his hometown, being a good citizen. Kawhi's not going to be there when it matters, but he's around. First-rate coach in Ty Lue, Sean Fine, Pride of Barnstable, and their player development staff are tough out in the playoffs. It doesn't matter who you are. So we will get into the NBA in the second half of the season, going into the playoffs Football, a little bit of a siesta, but we going right into the draft and the stars of tomorrow. A lot of quarterbacks on the move, looking for homes. Stafford, Aaron Rodgers. A lot of teams at a crossroads. Detroit at a crossroads. What they're gonna do, with this window, and they need to get their brain trust because they lost Ben Johnson, so they need to replace him in order to keep pace. Patriots, variable, disastrous year with Mayo. Number of people. It's not just on Mayo. He shouldn't have won that last game. I don't care, but it's just a number. You know what I mean? So the Patriots, or is this? Are we going back to the Boston Patriots? Is that what we're going back to? Is that Miami? What are you doing? Is Tua going to be there? Is Tyreek? Tyreek is going to come back. McDaniels, you got to advance. And then like the real heir apparents, the Allens and the Lamar Jacksons, who continue to be second fiddle. Kansas City is not going anywhere. Bengals, please. Joe Burrow's generational. So, Steelers talking about bringing in Trevor Lawrence. Okay, so we got a lot to talk about on the NFL front, and we're going to keep it moving and grooving. Okay, about a 2.5 hour show, which is a beautiful thing on Sand City Sports. Certainly love and appreciate that. We are going to, and then we got to talk a little bit about culture. We got to talk a little bit about culture. We're going to talk about going forward. Because I saw a list of the greatest shows of all time television. That's something I'm decidedly interested in. Greatest television shows of all time. They had The Wire 6th, which is not acceptable to me. Breaking Bad was 1, but The Wire is definitely not 6 in terms of our greatest television shows in history. That's not right. That's not a thing. Game of Thrones was up there, but that's how we're going to end on that, a cultural piece for today's show. But thanks, some people still on Facebook, still rocking with me. I appreciate you. We still going strong on the IG, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. We're going to finish with a little bit of slice of life stuff, talking about, and I keep putting Twitter, but it's like, no, but it's Twitter to me. Elon is Elon. Shout out to Spike Lee. We got to share this. We won our 40 acres in a mule. Shout out to Spike. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar doing it for the culture. Do I agree with the Drake beef 100%? No. But do I agree with the statement that he made? Yes. Okay, people want to talk about, we're not going to get too deep into it, but people want to say what they say about, what they're saying in DEI and this, that, and the third. Shout out to Spike doing it for the culture. All day, every day for Spike. Okay? When you want to talk about a passion project, go back and look at Spike. No, so I went to the wrong thing. My bad. I need to just save this and make it. I went to the wrong, but we're gonna talk about this in the last couple minutes because we getting, we concluding here. But I have to pull this out. I'm gonna have to go down for a bit to find it. But we're talking about the greatest television shows of all time, and somebody had the nerve to say The Wire was 6th. Yes, that's what I need right here. As we finish, a little bit of slice of life stuff, folks. And we're going to dive into this a little bit more. We diving in a little bit more. That's how I feel. Game of Thrones is not the second best show of all time. But it's the greatest television shows of all time. Okay? Breaking Bad, I can see at 1. Shout out to Vince Gilligan on Breaking Bad. I can see that. All right? I can't see The Wire at 6. I can't see The Sopranos at 4. For me, Wire 1, Sopranos 2, Breaking Bad 3. Game of Thrones had a couple clunkers for seasons. No, not seasons. And I love the fact that the last season was 6 episodes, but they were all an hour and a half, so almost like a movie. That was innovative. But I feel like as we got in like the 5th season, it started to get, just gratuitous, unnecessary violence. And there were some, it didn't flow straight through like The Wire. Like, you didn't have any misses for The Wire and The Sopranos. You didn't. Or Breaking Bad, for that matter. You can talk about how the beginning of the last season when, like, when they have to break into the jail, it got a little clunky to start with, but no. Chernobyl, a lot of people might not be familiar with this. Chernobyl, if you can see that on the screen, but like Chernobyl, that is the series, the miniseries that received, I was going to say stole or took, received the Emmy over When They See Us. When They See Us was Ava DuVernay's miniseries about the Central Park Five, which I have not seen that, and I don't mind saying that start to finish because it's so difficult to watch. People want to talk about, we're going to talk a little, you want to talk about, wrongly incarcerated adolescent youths, systemic racism. Yes, this is a sports show, but we're going to call it like we see it. That's what the Central Park Five is about. And it has to do with any cultural background. If that happened to somebody from European descent, African descent, Asian descent, Antarctic descent, it doesn't matter who it happened to. The point is that it's not in keeping with who we are as Americans. That's the point. Okay, and when they see us, I'm having a little bit of trouble, and I know you guys have some trouble. I'm having trouble. It's very small print here. But when Chernobyl at 3 is wild to me, because Chernobyl as a mini-series is not the equivalent of The Wire as like an actual, or Sopranos is an actual series. But Chernobyl is serious. Do I believe it deserved the Emmy over When They See Us? No. But also, I think if you have Chernobyl here, and I'm going through this list, good to see Boardwalk Empire. That was on point. When They See Us is 33rd. So that's ridiculous. When They See Us is 33rd and Chernobyl is 3. Chernobyl wasn't that much better. By the way, Chernobyl and I maybe I need to go ahead and watch this Chernobyl thing, frankly. It might be, I imagine it's going to be hard to watch, when it's about, radiation poisoning. So, but this list just, you have The Wire at 6. You have When They See Us at 33rd. We got some work to do. But Sand City Sports is going to be back to you, checking in on those things for the culture. And it's been a beautiful thing. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host of Cape Cod Kid, artist formerly known as Andre King. Again, thank you for tuning in to Sand City Sports, and we will see you again the next time. Peace!